So there will be some background noise today on my side because there were two very rare events in Microsoft. First very rare event is that it's sunny. Second is that there is no internet at all in the building where the Azure team is. So crazy as it might sound, there is no internet for Azure. So I went out to the meeting.
So on your mobile's connection?
Yes. I tried to find a meeting room. The issue is that everyone has the same ID. Let's go to other meeting rooms in other buildings. So all the meeting rooms are taken. So it's outside. We'll see. You should hear some birds and people walking around. So, agenda. Does anyone have any demo or topics to talk about? I know Zoltan has a topic to talk about.
Indeed.
I would also have a very short, sort of announcement or something like that.
We didn't ask you if you had anything to say.
No problem. I'll say it anyways.
Okay, so Zoltan and Benedek. So gay marriage is allowed in UK. What about Poland?
Piotr is not here to.
Oh, sorry,
answer your question.
Hungary. I'm messing up with everything. Sorry.
Why you want to marry someone?
I'm not Hungarian. I'm just wondering.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yes. Just a matter of time. What did I miss? Nothing interesting. Okay, so Zoltan Benedek will talk about harvest. We'll see if Sipke and Ilan have anything to say. We'll talk about the release and how it went. Any new feature? I'm not sure. Yes, there are new features. There are new features, and we'll see the status. What else? A soccer score. So Antoine, is Antoine here? Yes, Antoine will keep us up to date with the Champions League scores. And I think that's it, unless someone has another topic to talk about. So let's start with the release. 1.8 and 1.7.3. What are you doing on this thing? So 1.8 and 1.7.3. The funny story is that we actually shipped 3 times. Some of you might not have noticed it, but there has been 3 releases, 3 1.8 and 1.7.3 releases during the weekend. So the first one was on Friday afternoon. The second one was on Friday evening, US time. Okay, so you were all sleeping if you were in Europe, which was fine for you. And the last one happened on Saturday around, I think, 11 US time, Pacific time. So yeah, 3 releases. Why? Because someone screwed and introduced new bugs in the last minutes. I won't say who. You can look at the commit log, and it's not Sipke, which means it can just be me. Yeah. So the issues were. Let me switch to the Git history to see what happened and why I had to make. Sorry, what about what?
What is the bug?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. In 1 second, I just need to find the button. There is no bug because it's fixed. But it was interesting, and always the same guys. It's funny. I should fire everyone and just hire the new ones. So, can you see my screen? Benedek, make some noise because
it's loading.
Okay. And I will share my screen if you want also my video so you can see how it's beautiful today. Blue sky, we never see that in Redmond.
I can see it now. And yes, a web camera picture would be nice.
Look at that. I'm turning around. You see the blue thing with the clouds? Yeah, does it work? Oh yeah, it works. Beautiful. Okay. So then.
Sebastian just lost his Wi-Fi.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Did you lose me?
Oh, he's back. Never mind.
5 minutes ago?
Yeah, you dropped 5 minutes ago.
Wow! I was just explaining everything.
Oh my god. You were right.
So you were talking all by yourself this time.
Oh man! Oh man! I have to redo everything?
Well, yeah, and reshare the screen.
I'm connecting Skype so that ping me if I'm... Oh... Yeah, people can ping me if I'm disconnecting again. I've seen when I'm sharing the screen. Crap! See some chats popping up, but... So where did I end up?
Just at the beginning.
Which beginning?
Well,
So you were about to explain the thing that was messed up with the commits
The
or
releasing? The release?
Yeah. You're going to tell us who broke the release?
Crap. No, I don't want to explain it again.
Was it you?
Okay. Yeah, it was me. That's what I said. If you look at the log, I said, I don't know if you look at the log, the commit log. Well, I won't share anymore, okay, because it's breaking my connection. So you just can see it. So if you look at the log, let's go back in time. If I already said that, tell me. So I worked on Orchard templates to fix the because it was on SQL Server. So I refactored it, and it's working again. It's simpler than before. So I think it's good. And it took me 1 day and a half. It was on Wednesday and Thursday. And then I thought we can ship. Or maybe it was before. And when I wanted to ship, because Sipke a few months back had sent mail saying, isn't there an issue with the info set and the versions which are not checked? It was a note for that, so I was like, okay, let's try to see if there is an issue. Is he on a plane? I'm outside. Jorge, how do you say George?
Either one, George or Jorge. I'm just messing with you. Keep going.
Hello. So now no more Wi-Fi, so I had to move to the spot. So for those who know, I was the 43. Now I'm in front of the 42. Let's see if the network is better than 43.
Naturally,
yes, I am
you're
using
cracking
Wi-Fi.
up.
So you can hear me?
Well, sort of. We can hear you, but it's cracking up continuously.
Okay, let's try to move again to get a better connection. Here, let's see. We'll see if it works. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. I have 5 bars on my Wi-Fi. It should be good. So, what was I saying? Orchard templates, you get this thing that I fixed it and refactored it and simplified it.
Yes.
Okay. Then, content item versioning issues. Did I explain that? Did you get that it's a huge issue?
No.
So it's a huge issue if you're using OneNoteX in production because your data will go in the wrong table. You will not see that because it will still using the same table, content item record and not content version record. But the issue is that when it's fixed, it will really go to the content item version, but there will be nothing because all your content will be in content item record and not version record. So for those who are using OneNoteX in production, if you want to use the latest 1.8, you need to apply a small data patch script which is hidden in the upgrade module, but it's documented on the forum. And I'm sure Antoine will paste the link from the discussion forum explaining how to migrate from 1.x to 1.8. It should be pretty easy. Yeah, Bertrand tried it, I think, on his website, and it worked. I used Bertrand actually to see if it was working. Thank you, Zoltan. Antoine is watching the soccer game, so this one was fixed, and then it was ready to be released on Friday. What happened on Friday is that what was it on Friday? Nothing. Why did I republish first? Let me see the history. So I shipped on Friday, and then there was an issue. Yes. Thanks to Antoine, who was not sleeping at 2 a.m. because he was trying the new release. He found an issue that you could not upgrade from 1.7 to 1.8. You could not upgrade because the user part was creating users with a pending state by default. So it was blocking to migrate from 1.7, so I decided to fix it and push it straight away, like 2 hours after the first release. And so it was done. But on Saturday morning, Antoine tried again and worked with that, and he found another issue with the media picker, which will not let you pick some media items. And at the same time, David Hayden also found an issue with the submit form, which was a breaking change, and will not let you use the workflow module. So I decided to fix the 2 of them and republish straight away because it was close from the release, and also because it was a weekend, so I didn't expect too many people to be impacted, and still you could still re-update to the latest package on 1.8. And because the Azure package was not yet published too, it was easier than if it was published. So it's not a new version. There has been 3 different releases in the weekend of 1.8. So if you have taken one from Friday or Saturday, ensure that you get the latest ones from let's say Sunday. But now next version will be 1. You get everything I said?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So what else did I fix? I think that's it. I did the same thing for 1.7.3 because some bugs were applied on 1.7.3, like a media picker field. And that's it. And by the way, I assume that, let me check quickly, if I look on the web app gallery, I think it should be now updated to 1.8. Just checking right now.
So have we got a list of things that we want in 1.9? Or are we
Good. We didn't talk about it actually. That's a good point. Let me add it to the agenda, just not to forget about it. Interesting. So yes, maybe we should start the discussions about that. I have some issues. I have some ideas. You might share the same with me. And we have also some things that we promised for a long time. Let's make 1.9 until harvest. Go for it. It will take 2 months just to release, so you have 1 week to work. And
Well, by we, I really meant you, so don't take.
oh, okay. And actually, yeah, harvest is another issue because of that. Let me see if I close. Yes, so 1.8 talk is closed. It's released. It works. It's on the Azure Gallery and the WebPI Gallery, so you can take it. It's fast, beautiful. There will be a 1.8.1 with bug fixes, and maybe 1.8.2. We can do short cycles to push important fixes. I also need to refocus on the pull requests because there are many waiting and many angry pull requesters. I would say, well, if you're not happy, pull request yourself, but they can't because I'm the pull requester. Well, I'm the puller request. 51 pull requests, yeah, but most of them are useless. Remove all of them from Zoltan, and you have.
They're all Stanley Goldman's ones.
Oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Where is it here? No, he's not here, but he will watch it. Yeah, he's doing a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the only user actually of Orchard, actually, apparently. Yes. So lots of things for the next week to take into account. So 1.9. I don't want to. So the issue with 1.8 politically is that I wanted to wait for the Azure Media Services to be ready, and also not only did I want to wait for it, but we kind of were pressed by that they want to talk at build about it, so it was important for us to ship this module with to ship actually 1.8, because if they want to talk about it at build, it's better for everyone to have the release ready when they talk about it, because they will also do some marketing work on it, and it will push Orchard. So that's good for the community that they push Orchard. So it's good that we had 1.8. It's free marketing for the community. So more downloads, more users. Good.
They want to talk about Orchard and
well,
the media services.
yes, they will talk about the Azure Media integration in Orchard, because their new direction is to promote the service itself by integrating in some CMSs, because they understand that it's hard to get into the service, the Azure Media service, because it's kind of just an API and it's really some dev job, and someone who wants to just publish videos and stream them and encode them, it's easier if it's integrated in the CMS. Okay. Yep. And not only it's easier for the user, so they can sell more things, but also they target so many more users at the same time. That for them is good. So they will launch a marketing effort, including at build, to talk about Azure Media Services and how it's integrated in Orchard. And maybe, and we hope that, and I'm sure it will, that lots of users will go, actually Azure Media Services users will try Orchard just because it might be easier for them to publish content and videos like this. So that's good. Also, so the Halo website that we've talked about last week is using Azure Media Services. So it was also important for them to be able to use it as directly on the website. So what I wanted to say is that I don't like to release when we are pushed by a specific date, because it's bad for so many reasons. Because we don't ship features that we would like, we hurry up on some others and we would like more time to do them, and it's error prone because we might not have time to check everything. So it was really hard. So I hope next time we can just ship because it's ready and because we decided that everything was here to be shipped. So 1.9, my personal goals for 1.9 will be, I'm just saying first because I have the microphone. start by, I like to see this audit trail module to be done. Stanley and Benjamin from what's Tipster, their company, have promised to do that when they have more time. But they have not started it yet, I think, and we need that. It's not a big module, but we need the audit trail module. So right now, I will still have confidence in the fact that they will deliver it soon, before 1.9, so we can ship it in 1.9. So the audit trail module. I'd like also to see a REST API module. I have started one a few months ago for the Azure Athon internally in Microsoft, and I'd like to see it shipped and integrated because it opens lots of scenarios for us, and it's necessary, I think, for a CMS. So I'm just listing some ideas, and we might not decide to do that. I'd like to see the how do we call that, packaging module to manage staging and production deployments. The deployment module, I don't remember how we named it, and its design and everything. We promised it almost 1 year ago, and it's not even started. So that's a shame. And also, yeah, thank you, Nick. Dynamic layouts, so we can drag and drop or just create what we call placed content. You create a page and you just place pieces of content on this page based on any kind of source. And that makes 4 different modules on my side that I'd like to see for the next versions as a priority. I don't know about you.
I honestly would like to see Signalar support integrated. I know it sounds like a bit.
Yeah, you know my opinion on this. It's.
I just think I think it's a really big thing.
I don't think so. Why do you think it's a big thing? How many websites will need a Signalar module? Or let's say in terms of priorities, I gave you 4 modules. Tell me one of them that we could remove and put Signalar instead.
No, but it supports external modules, so it's an enabler, right?
I agree. Give me any usage of Signalar that you will remove from the list of the 4 modules I gave. So, like, I write it down. Audit trail. I'm asking users right now, everyone on the meeting, would you prefer an audit trail module or a Signalar module? Would you prefer a deployment module? But to do what?
Well, just to be able to spin up hubs without having to go through a whole bunch of hoops. You know,
what is the added value to our customers? Give me an example of a module which will help our community based on, imagine we have Signalar. What could I do then that would be better than anything else?
Google Docs.
Google Docs. It's a CMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are priorities. Yeah, I don't say that might not be nice, but when you say Google Docs, you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. You know, the stuff that I demoed a while ago, those kind of things. You know, it just makes supporting that kind of stuff a lot easier.
Excuse me. It should, to be integrated in core, we should consider that most users are going to use it, or that it enables a feature that most users are going to use. I don't think it fits that yet.
A side reflection might be what. Okay, let's do the changes in the core. If you need changes in the core, who is playing the whatever accordion or whatever? Sorry, visual creator, we are meeting you. You are doing some accordion. So if something is blocking for Signalar, let's fix it, and then you can create a Signalar module. But we should not put the core effort in the Signalar module itself. We should make it possible. If it's blocking, you and Piotr have enough experience to see what's blocking and how to fix it.
Yeah, I just think it would have been something that would be quite nice. I've always wanted it in there. So
I'd be nice to have, but priorities,
Just
and
makes
we
it-
still have very huge priorities compared to that.
Yeah, it's a fair point, and I know, and it is only a 2-month period, so it's that's fine.
Well, 2 months. Well, it might take 6 months. We don't know.
It's
better,
the goal is the goal is harvest. Okay.
but I agree. It's better if you can focus on a few modules and ship and
No,
go,
I agree.
go to the next
I agree
cycle.
with that.
Mhm. So yeah, I wrote it down. Give some other ideas, but I don't think it will diverge too much from what we said. Localization. I agree. Localization has a lot of work to give. So it should also be a priority to improve the current localization support. We support localization, but we miss so many little widgets, modules, helpers, and integration in the admin. So yeah, Bertrand is typing. More people are typing. It's chat fight. But we can list these items and see what people think about it. And yes, so a new admin theme, probably based on Bootstrap, because we will need a CSS framework on the backend, and we can decide to use a CMS framework on the backend. This will be also very interesting. Lots of you have already started working on different ideas for that. There is one on the gallery too. Yeah, I have never seen the one from OneStop. I have seen the one from Kentico. So Kentico has a new website and a new administration theme. There's a very nice video on the page if you want to watch it. Yeah, for instance, also Umbraco released a new admin theme, which is more responsive and all Ajax based, so it's very nice. And I'm sure we can do a very nice thing with very few effort. Is being mean? I'm not mean. It was a very nice video. OS admin theme is very much like a standard theme. What do you mean, George?
I was just going to say that 1.7 added a lot of the customizations in the name of the site that we had seen before, so it's not that different than the standard Orchard admin theme.
I just like the fact that you can customize the logo and do one or two other things. That's all. I just think that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe replace the admin theme with the one-stop custom admin theme. You know.
If we work on the admin theme, we need ideas so that we can enable other scenarios and not just have a static admin theme to see where it should be extensible and how, and it will be the occasion to do that.
Well, like the dashboard.
Yeah, extending the dashboard, for instance, with custom content, and also adding the search box and having the search box extensible, or different zones also in the pages extensible, like like any module could inject any button in the, for instance, toolbar or footer or sidebar, wherever. This is something I did with the media, where you can add custom buttons on the toolbar, and this should maybe be more widespread. Win also is a good idea for integration, but the technical service won't add many things to the users, just for developers. I have a branch which was working with it, but was breaking unit tests, so I put it on the side. So for anyone taking notes, mention a win also. We'll put it in the discussion forum. Yeah. Yeah, Piotr, I'm sure you will +10 for Piotr on a win, and Signalar, and anything which can be code-based and for developers. Christian, also good suggestion. Identity, the new identity stuff from ASP.NET, and this is actually why I had a no-win branch, because the identity API needs a win. and I had to see if and it still will work in Orchard. It relates actually to another feature, which could be the open authentication. So this is related to that. So yeah, again, we have some IDs, might be less than 10 IDs, and we'll have to prioritize which one we want first, and really cycle on the things that we want to prioritize. Yes, your module is very interesting because it works, and using what? That's true. It works.
It's very interesting because it works.
This is the solution we have today. Without this module, what would we do? There are one or two other modules, but yours work.
Thank you.
So yeah, tabs content deployment. So tabs is about the admin theme. We could integrate it in when we redo an admin theme because it's where we put tabs, and it has to integrate with the current themes in the admin actually. So that's a good set of features. When we have everything, we can retire. And also, Eric mentioned SQLite. He's mentioning it.
Oh yeah, SQLite. There's a branch for that, right?
Yes, I
There's
know.
a pull request.
Yeah, he made a pull request. It's on a branch I have locally. I don't know if I pushed it. My only concern was that it's adding binaries at some location. I don't want to see binaries, and I'm sure there's a solution because we used to work with SQLite. This was the first database that we handled in Orchard. So there must be a way to make it even better. Okay, he fixed it, so I have to check it back. And SQLite from my test, from his pull request, was much faster than SQL C. It was really impressive, the difference. Yeah, so that's very nice. Ditching SQL C for SQLite, I'm not sure we want to do that because we have so many websites using SQL C, but also supporting SQLite would be nice. I think there's also pull request for Postgre. Oh yeah, let's talk about it. Okay. So let's open a discussion on the forum to share more ideas and to see what people think and what should be the priorities. As usual, I will personally focus on what I think is very important for the project, but I will also ensure that what everyone agrees on the next module should be will be done. Okay, so if everyone says we want this thing, shut up Sebastian, I will take the time to do it as part of my full-time job. So now about let's do some little announcements. So Benedek and Zoltan wanting to say something.
The screensaver does disable the mouse.
Yeah.
Yes,
Could you ask the two
I'm muting.
people
I'm
behind
muting.
you?
No, I'm just at the entrance of the building 42, and so people are coming in and out. So I'm muting now. I'll let you type. I'll let you talk.
All right. Okay. So what I wanted to tell is that we have talked about this with a few guys during the last few days. We with Benedek had an idea to have a module competition, a module challenge again for Orchard developers. So like it was a few years ago. So we'll have that again, like a teaser for the Orchard Harvest conference. So we would make it in a few weeks, starting with in a few weeks, then make it roll up until the harvest. But Ilan don't want to be teased. And the winners, because there would be places, the winners will be announced on the harvest itself. Who is which ones are the best modules or themes or whatever would be decided by a committee or a jury. The members of the jury would be the core members of the community. So that's basically the idea. The main point is to shake the community up a bit before the harvest, get everybody rolling before the harvest and onto the harvest. and probably also activate some of the dark matter programmers out there who are doing Orchard, but we just don't know about them. So what do you think? By the way, I've spoken with Sebastian, Nick, Sipke.
Don't include me into this thing, okay?
I haven't spoken with Sebastian.
No, I think we all agree it's a great idea. As long as you handle it and you can't win, that's fine.
Yeah, so we in Lombiq would handle the core organizational tasks, of course, because it's our idea. We also have some of the details listed with answers, because there are a few details to be ironed out, of course. Well, up to the jury would be the task to judge the finalists, or those modules, those submissions that didn't get filtered out in the first round.
So why we did the first contest 3 years ago was because it was a new CMS. We wanted to acquire more and more developers and to create modules, because the Orchard needs more modules and good modules. So we created a contest. Piotr won the contest with his menu module, and so this will be interesting because we could still acquire more developers, but not as much as we needed it 3 years ago. But as long as someone does it, nobody can disagree with that. We all agree. We just have to focus also on Harvest right now. Ilan has a lot of work. I will also have a lot of work. Sipke too. So if you want to deal with that, it's fine, and that's good for you also in terms of image, because long big context for Orchard Harvest and best module, and that's good for you and for the community. So that I have no issue at all with that.
That was our secret plan, but now you blew our cover.
And I'm sure you will get free hosting for that, or cheap hosting.
Yeah, so that's the idea. If I would send an email to the guys I've spoken with some of the details, and then we can also bring all this up to the community on the discussion board.
Okay, good.
I think there's something important, though. I love the idea. I think it's important that it's structured. So if you're planning on doing something around theming, or if you're planning on doing something around a module, that there be criteria associated with them that are published in public, so that everybody has an understanding of what exactly the contest is about and how it will be judged. So it's a great idea. It's will it include cleanest code, bug-free, functionality, features, greatest result for the community? Like, what's going to be the criteria? So, awesome idea, but let's potentially help you guys formulate the criteria.
Yeah, I fully agree that this should be set up front, of course.
Benedek, you wanted to say something else? Or what is it?
Yeah, but it's unrelated to the module context. So, Zoltan, if you want to say anything else about the module context, then you're up.
No, more or less that was it. So in the next 1-2 weeks probably, if you want to do that, we should get it up and running more or less. Of course, as I've said, we will do the most of the tasks that are not related to judging the submissions. Yeah. So looking forward to it. I will really send an email to everybody involved.
Good. I will have to leave at in 10 minutes because I have a meeting at 1 sharp. So next topic, Harvest.
Yeah, okay. I'll be give just 1 minute, okay?
Okay, go.
Yeah, so I pasted the link into the chat window. So this is a website that you showed at the last meeting of January, and this is a website for HP Purchase Edge, and you mentioned that it may be a phishing site. Now, the guy who created the website called Doug Auerbach contacted me and said that it's not a phishing website actually, but it's a genuine HP website, so I promised him that we will correct this mistake. And actually this is a website which is around 10 years old, and they migrated it to Orchard 1.3, and they are using Orchard for this website ever since.
Great. And I'm sure they're not running on Azure.
I don't know actually, but I asked him for some details. If there's anything interesting about the migration to Orchard, he would like to share. So if there's anything he can talk about publicly, then he will share it with us.
Yeah, I was mentioning Vishing because we had I think another website which was doing it actually the Walmart picture thing from Canada, which had nothing to do with Walmart but was branded like a Walmart website. So we are never sure. So it's good to know that it's not one.
Yeah. They are in Seattle, by the way.
Thank you.
He and his company. So, yeah.
Harvest news. Ilan, you want to talk?
Want is a strong word.
Talk.
So speak. The site will most likely be out at midnight tonight. That's midnight standard Pacific time. So look for it in your mailboxes tomorrow with an email with regards to being able to register, and then we'll continue to and be able to submit speaker submissions. That's all ready to go. So again, being able to early register should be out tonight, and being able to submit speaker submissions, and then we'll continue to add content to the site as it becomes clear, accommodations as an example, and some of the speaker announcements as they roll out.
Okay, thank you. What else? That's about it, and I will have to leave. Any other topic? 5 more minutes. No one? Good. So no triage today, but I'm following all the bugs if there is any big issue. We'll focus on that next week. So thank you everyone. Good work on the 1.8. See you next week.
Bye everyone.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.